Hi again, YouTube. I thought I'm in the mood to talk about what I had experienced in regards to deliverance. Um, I know when I was experiencing my healing that there was some deliverance happening then. I didn't have the um, complete cognizance of it. I just know that it was happening because I could, after a while realize I'm missing something. There's something missing, and it was a lot of somethings. There were a lot of demons coming out. And every once in a while, it was so smooth and so subtle that it was almost, unrecognizable. But there would be, a very gentle um, from God suggestion, or this had happened at this time, or do you remember of this thing? And I was just barely capable to realize that that communication was happening, and I would acknowledge, oh yeah, I do remember that, and then it would be gone, whatever it was. And so that it was a big deal. It was a really big deal. I don't know how many demons had been removed. I really don't know. It was a lot. There were a lot of them. And then I'd say maybe not even 3 months later, I experienced another deliverance. It was apparently the right time to have this particular spirit relieved away from me. And it was interesting because I didn't quite realize how extraordinarily connected to this spirit I was. I didn't realize how much I depended upon it. But once it was separate from me, I literally felt like a new, completely renewed, restored human, like a different being. And I went to the restroom, I looked in the mirror, and I thought, wow, how is it that I still look so, regular? I feel amazing. I feel like a new person. And it was remarkable. And I couldn't quite, like, there was no dramatic exit. There was no, hostile resistance or anything like that. But once this spirit was separate from me, it was like entirely unbelievably different inside of me. I was just like, wow, that really was there. Wow. And again, a third event in regards to being delivered happened one morning when I was practicing my Bible, reading, and I would write down things that I felt were important, things that I wanted to remember. And so as I was writing, actually, there was an interesting, like, grumble sound, and it was really, like, very powerfully included in the experience. And I don't think it was audible. It was simply something that I could understand was actually happening. It was very, very powerful. And this grumbling sound, I don't want to say that it was from the bottom of me up, but that's the best description that I have, is that it happened like that the demon was like sitting down within me somehow, very deeply, deep set in there. And it's a big one. This one was a big demon. I don't know who it was. I don't know the name of this demon. I just know it was a big, powerful demon. And as Jesus was assisting in my deliverance, it made this. It was really scary. Actually, it was really, really scary. Grumble, like I don't want to leave, and I didn't have any inclination as to how to do anything whatsoever in regards to whatever was happening. Just that I was ready to be delivered, and it happened. That's the sound it made as it was leaving me. It was disturbing, but I'm glad it was relieved of my presence. And for whatever reason, I don't quite have the same connection with that gigantic demon as I did with the one just previous to it. It's interesting. Like I had a friendship or something, if you can call it that. You know what I'm saying? There was a friendship involved. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. But I look forward to having even more deliverance. And I know for sure that I still need it. That there are at least 5 other, uninvited guests in here. And I was actually blessed one night with the actual voice from Jesus in regards to a promise. He said, "You are definitely going to be delivered of this." Because there was one in specific that's still with me that I was praying about. And he said, "You are definitely going to be delivered from this." And he, acknowledged and referred to that specific one. It's interesting how it works. Like, how is it that they're able to somehow be in the air and going places and yet still deeply, very deeply within me? I don't understand. Honestly, I don't understand. But I do realize that that's somehow included. But yeah, it's a relief that we have such a phenomenal provider, someone that understands literally everything that we need. And I'll never know how to explain it. But it's real. It's really happening. And I pray in the name of Jesus that those who are ready for deliverance enjoy anything that they can about it. In the name of Jesus, thy will be done, Father.